Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We out here in Switzerland, baby. Got the mountains in the background. Logs behind the camera. Flip it, Logs. Okay, we're out here today at practice range. I can't say the name of the range. They just tried to tell me. What's the name of the place?
Praromont. But yeah, Praromont.
But I can't pronounce it because it's in a different language. But guys, thanks as always for watching and tuning in. Hit that subscribe button down below, boys. Give myself a follow. Come on, we're trying to get to 20K. I'm giving away a signed NHL stick at 20K subscribers. All you got to do, hit it to enter. I'm gonna ship it off to somebody. Guys, I got my good buddy on here, JJ Sakura. JJ is currently in his second year pro, traveling the world, playing in tours. Currently just got back from Egypt. He's been nice enough with his time to come out here today and you know, teach us a few things. So we're kind of going to go through some things today on standard chip shots, pitch shots, things like that, maybe some stuff he does under pressure, and then something that you guys can do at home that a professional does. So we'll get into the first one here. Thanks again. All right, so first of all, JJ, we'll get you to hit just standard pitch shots. We got our green out here. If Logs, you want to flash to kind of the green. Greens aren't running too quick today, but yeah, we'll get you maybe just to run through like what's your setup look like when hitting a standard pitch shot or chip shot here for you, and what flag you're gonna go to out here.
So basically, if I go to the first yellow flag there, I'm gonna try to have a lower trajectory, put my ball on the right foot or back foot for any left-handers, and you want to open up a bit, try to almost face towards the green, but not too much like this, but be a bit open. Put the weight on the front foot.
How much are you going on the front foot? Like, are you going about 80%?
I would, like, yeah, go 80-20. You could almost like gently balance on your left one, but still have a little bit of, especially toe on the ground. And so from that, you're gonna just keep your wrists locked and go with the shoulders. Just a little swing with the shoulders, hips don't move, and you're gonna want to kind of brush the grass without taking too much earth.
Are you a guy who likes to play too with, are you pitching, first off, what club are you playing on a standard shot like this?
So I'm pretty basic. I just go 56 sand wedge all the time, like most of the time. It's my comfort club.
56,
so 56 degree.
Would you recommend a lob wedge on this shot? Are you a lob wedge guy, or
so
60?
Well, I only have a 56 in my bag. It's my biggest angle. So that's how I do it. And I mean, as well, if you want to make it roll, you can. You take a pitching wedge maybe, or and something, and just make it roll down the green. But yeah, it depends also what shape the green is, what lines you have, what slope you have.
Okay. So why don't you hit one for us here, and then we can see how a pro does it.
Let's go.
Yeah, nice shot right there.
There we go.
So I noticed like you played that with a bit of roll too. Are you a guy who likes to, like, do you play it high often, or are you more playing it for that, you know, low runner? Or what do you recommend for people out there, especially, you know, in that 10 to 20 handicap range?
Yeah, so 10 to 20 handicap, I mean, making the ball fly is gonna have a bit less, you're gonna lose some control. So if you want to make it roll, it's easier. So if you take like, I don't know, maybe let's try one with an 8 iron. You could make it roll. You have a smaller stroke.
Yep.
And you're just gonna kind of punch it away. Instead, you're gonna have a better touch on it, and you're gonna have less ways to miss it. Yeah. Basically.
So you're more of a guy who's like, you're not afraid to use the ground as your friend. You want that ball rolling and going towards the flag. Yeah. So let's see with the 8 iron the difference.
So it's the same. I would go on the same position, same setup, and then you just kind of punch it away. It's gonna roll a bit more and get there on a better green maybe. But yeah, so that's 2 ways of doing it. Myself, I like to have the 56 just to try and control it. It's gonna start, it's not gonna go super high, just gonna go low and maybe check a bit,
Yeah.
have a
You
little
want
spin.
that 1-2 bounce check.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It depends also what greens you're playing on.
Yeah.
Some greens are gonna be firmer and not spin. Some greens are gonna check a lot and have that like bite.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
So
fun greens.
I got one for you that just popped in my head. As far as like lie goes, and how much does that play into it for you as a pro of assessing, okay, the ball is sitting down here, how I need to play the shot?
So the lie is pretty important. If I'm in a hole, I'm probably not going to be comfortable hitting a shot that goes high because you have to take it perfectly and it's tough. So that might be an 8-iron, just like punch it out or chip it out.
Yeah.
And you have less miss. Yeah, you can't really miss it.
Yeah.
But if my lie is good, if I have a tight lie, I know I can get under it. I know I can get the spin on it, and that's the one I want to get.
Another question I have for you, like a lot of people out there, of if you guys are playing money games, you're playing weekend games with your friends, like doesn't matter, everyone at some point is under pressure when they're hitting a shot or a putt or whatever. That's what I want to know. On the tour, you got to get this up and down, you know, to make the cut or to win or to play off or whatever. What sort of shot are you going to? Are you doing anything with the bounce of the club too? I know some guys talk about like toe down, you know, the heel digging in and stuff. And what would be your go-to shot for A, that you hit yourself, and then B, that you can recommend, you know, whether it's the 8-iron or something for people, the everyday average Joe who's playing in their money games or whatever back home can do?
Yeah, for sure. So under pressure, myself on a tournament day, and when I'm like a bit struggle, I would tend to get a bit too much in the ground. So I take the grip a bit shorter. That way I can't go in the ground. I won't go in the ground. I'll just stay higher up. My low point will be a bit higher, and instead of like grabbing too much earth and the ball just doing a meter, which could happen to me or to anybody, I just grip it a bit shorter, so I'm sure I'm not gonna
dig it in.
I'm not gonna dig it in, and that way I have a better touch on it. And I rarely thin it.
Yeah.
But I mean, higher handicap player might thin that one, so I wouldn't recommend. But yeah, maybe 5 handicap, just grip it down and try to
that sweep in motion.
Yeah, sweep and punch it a bit with the 56. But yeah, if you're high handicap, money game, 18th hole, whatever, just roll one if you can. Just roll it. That's the easiest one, I think. High one, you can miss it so much.
Okay. Well, let's see you hit a couple more here.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe go to the further one if you're going to play a little bit longer.
Yep. Oh, that one bounced out. That's a nice one, yeah. And if I try to roll one with an 8-iron with all this green, so just kind of punch it, I guess, chip it out, and that's gonna be easier. That one rolls there.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, it's all about some control, I guess. Does it get there? Oh. But yeah,
nicely done.
I definitely prefer the higher one that tends to bite a bit, and these greens don't bite that much, but that one's my go-to shot.
JJ?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this.
My pleasure.
Any other things for the people out there as far as chipping goes, or anything that they can work on as far as drills that you use?
Oh, a good drill, if you have space and a couple of holes like we have 3 pins there. I just hit from the same spot, take 7 balls for 5 different pins, and you hit, you say you have to get it to each pin.
Yep.
with those 7 balls within one club length.
So you're trying to go to 7 balls for 5 pins.
For 5 pins, yeah.
And you're trying to
each
get
time
club
you're
length.
in a club length, you change the pins.
Okay.
And then, well, you can, if you're higher handicap,
And if you
just
don't,
add,
you restart.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
if you, yeah, you can also start with 10 balls for 5 pins. That way it's easier. So you have two shots per hole,
Yeah.
maximum. But then try to lower that, and you get more consistency.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. JJ Sakura, thanks for coming out, man.
My pleasure.
Where can they find you? Social media?
Yeah.
Instagram, stuff like that.
Social media is JJ Sakura. So Instagram is that, and that's my main one and only one. TikTok is JJ Sakura as well, but
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
boys, go check him out.
There we go.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him on the screen soon, swinging it with the big dogs out there. So appreciate
Thank
you
you,
again
man.
for
Yeah.
coming on, give us some knowledge. Guys, hit that subscribe button again. Man, we got pros on the channel now.
Let's go.
Who would ever thought? Thanks, guys. See you later. Peace.